Hello, it is me, Yi King, and this is the first of probably at least a couple to come in the future. But I don't know if I'm gonna call it a legacy deck review or just a deck review in case I do other decks for like different stuff. So I mean, you're gonna see which name I decide to do once the video gets uploaded. But I'm gonna show off my go-to Battle Brawlers deck. So usually people have 3 ability cards and 3 gate cards. But for me, for each slot, I mean for some I just have the 1 of, but for others I have 2 ofs. And I just gonna show off the cards in the background, then kind of explain the idea behind the deck. And point of note, I will point out the 2 cards, but 2 of them I'm probably gonna be using basically all my decks. I'm gonna charge this, so forgive if the camera shakes a bit. That's me accidentally yanking on the charger. But we're going to go through ability cards first, gate cards, and then we're going to show off the backgrounds in the deck. So, up first we have our green ability cards. So right here we have Shadow Vortex. Play during a battle if you have a Darkest or Ventus background on an opponent's gate. Your opponent's background gets no attribute bonuses from the gate. Also, I'm going to say which one I use more of. And yeah. Then for our other green ability card, we have Solar Winds. Play during a battle, your hero's Ventus background may use the highlighted gate card bonus instead of a normal gate card bonus from the attribute. Those are our greens. Up next are our blues. So first we have Dark Growth. Play during a battle, background gains G power based on its attribute. 50 to Chaos, 80 to Darkest, and 50 to Ventus. And then our other one is Hydronoid Scream. Play during a battle, your background gains G power based on its attribute. 40 to Pyrus, 60 to Aqua, 70 to Subterra, 50 to Chaos, 70 to Darkest, and 60 to Ventus. And then for the red ability card, we have Combo Battle. Play before you roll. If you roll results in a battle, both players add one of the used or unused background to the battle before the gate card is revealed. Add up G powers. Okay, well, I've been playing this run ever since then. I always just add it after the gate card's been revealed. But anyways, add up the G powers to see who wins. Put all the background in the player's used powers after the battle. Basically, this results in a 2v2. I like my multi-battles, so if you ever verse me in the future in the Legacy V-Ball, expect some multi-battles. Alright, so before I start the gate cards, the way me and some of my buddies play is we use HSP cards also with the traditional gold, copper, and silver gate cards. So, for a quick layout for a future note, and I'm probably gonna bring up just shorten for in the future if I do use HSP cards. Get the HSP card, so it shows like a picture of a background. That counts as your gold slot. A blank gate card that just shows the G power bonuses, that's a silver. And then one that has an effect that counts as copper/bronze, just for a quick little rundown. So, up first is the one that was mistranslated, but like I said, I waited long enough for this one to come in. We have Quadruple Battle, which this is an effect one. I don't have any blank ones, but the blank ones would count as silvers. But this would count as the copper/bronze slot for what we play as. But the battle is on hold until a 4th background stands on the card. Players total their standing background. So, well, first of all, 0 to Pyrus, minus 100 to Aquos, and also we count the colored in numbers as the highlight bonus. 50 to Chaos, 300 to Darkest, 250 to Subterra, and minus 50 to Ventus. So this card is pretty good because it results in either a 2v2 or a 3v1. It just depends on how good the rolling of the players are. Up next we have Reclaim. Oh yeah, players with a Chaos the Darkest background at this game may move a red ability card from the used pile to the unused pile at the end of the battle. Yeah, with these kind of, well, once I get to explaining, I'll kind of elaborate on how it works. 0 to Pirates, 50 to Aquas, 150 to Subterra, 100 to Chaos, 80 to Darkest, which is highlighted, and 120 to Ventus. And now we're on the gold gate cards. So first we have a Serpenoid HSP card. Also for these ones, we count them as, if there's like, since this one's a Serpenoid, it counts as a gold gate card. And if there's Serpenoids at this battle, we'll just count it as the said Bakugan gets the G-Power bonus twice. So let's say there's an Aquas one, it'll get 50 twice, so technically 100. But anyways, all Serpenoids in the sector double the base HSP value. Minus 100 to Pirates, 50 to Aquas, minus 150 to Chaos, 150 to Darkest, 100 to Subterra, and minus 100 to Ventus. And on our last gate card, we have a Luminous gate card. Each Luminous receives additional G bonus from this card, so basically whatever they get is doubled. 50 to... If I had a Hinoid one, I would definitely throw it in. And I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, so I'm going to say it now. All the cards here, they can be subjected to change, but when I do the battles, this is what I pick from for my card selections. But 50 to Pirates, 40 to Aquas, 90 to Subterra, which is the highlight bonus, 100 to Chaos, 150 to Darkest, and 60 to Ventus. You can probably tell that's, yep. Probably tell what 2 out of the 3 backgrounds are if you know these 2 are like character gates. But we're going to go into them. And for my go-to Battle Brawlers deck, I'm using my top 3 favorite Bakugan from Season 1. We're going to go from my 3rd favorite to my 1st favorite. And my 1st favorite is what I count as my Guardian Bakugan for Season 1. I'm just going to drop them on the gate card. I'm not going to bother rolling. And I will show off the ball form. So first we have this one. It's a Chaos B1 Hinoid. 400 Gs. I don't know if I'm going to edit, because I do make some attribute cards, like the ones you see in the anime for fun. So it's 50-50 if I'm going to pop them up on the screen. But obviously you're going to tell once the video uploads. Either by today or tomorrow. Sorry. Up next is my 2nd favorite. And it was very tied to my 1st favorite. But we have a, well, you can just tell by the face design, but I will drop it onto a gate card. And I will, well, I'll get into it a bit later. But we have a B2 Ventus Luminous, 510 Gs. And last but not least, we have, this one's actually pretty iconic. I feel like even if I didn't show off this one, I feel like people could just tell just by like this design right here. We have a Darkest B1 Serpenoid, which is my Guardian for Season 1, for 50 Gs. And if this was a B1 battle, I could still use them because we cap out at 450. But anyways, that's a deck and a team. Now to kind of explain how this deck works. So the whole point of my go-to Battle Brawlers deck is A, I'm just using my top 3 favorite Bakugans from Season 1. And B, I like to try my best to trigger multi-battles. So we're going to talk gate cards first. So when it comes to gold gate cards, I favor a little bit more on Luminous, because the 300 from Darkest can really help out my Serpenoid, and there's a debuff for Luminous, so 9 times out of 10, I will grab the Luminous character gate instead of this one. I was using this one before I got that one, so now I can swap it out. Cause yeah, and even if I still land on this one with Serpenoid, they get the same bonus. It's just it won't be doubled. And also, yeah, that I brought up in the review. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, it will be this one. And it's just kind of like a little bit of a throwaway gate card for like the first one being set. That's all. Because when the battle starts, this one's just, it's like a, not exactly a throwaway, but it's just there so I can place down my first gate card. I know there's like a gold gate card that gets all ability cards used up, so if I can find that, I will swap. That one will just be one used guaranteed for my gold slot. So like I said, these decks are subject to change, and if there is a drastic change, then I'll like re-upload a video and like since this is my go-to Brawlers deck, I'll call this my go-to Brawlers deck 2.0 or my Brawlers deck update. If I do it yet again after that one, then I'll just call it 3.0 or update 2.0 or update 2. But anyways, for reclaim, the goal for this gate card is to get High Noise to drop on here because I have a better chance of fighting by 200 Gs, or Serpenoid as my backup plan because it helps me get back my red ability card, Combo Battle, because I can still lose it because it doesn't say you have to win. It just says at the end of a battle, if there's a Chaos or Darkest Bakugan, like the player who's using it, they get back the red ability card if it's in the use pile. So I only set this gate card if I end up using Combo Battle. And also, in our formats, for the play before he rolls, if you miss a roll, then you get to keep on using it. But if you stand, then we count that as used. But it's been like forever since that situation happened. But yeah, I only ever set this one if I use up my red ability card, because then, I mean, I still try to win the battle, but it helps me get back my red ability card. Quadruple battle, the effect basically explains itself. I'm going to try my best to stand Serpenoid and High Noid on it, so if it is a 2v2, at least there are positive debuffs. And if I have to stand Luminous on, well, if it's a 3v1, you better hope that it's a Subterra Darkest Bakugan at this battle, because they get the highest ones. I remember when I was facing one of my friends, when he was using Mono Aquas, he kept on getting minus 100s because Quadruple Battle gives it the lowest one. So yeah, that's the whole point, is this one to trigger up a 2v2 or 3v1s. I like my multi-battle, so that's why I say I expect these two cards a lot. So hypothetically, if everything works out fine, I can get 3 multi-battles in. Because gate card 1, I play, because gate card 1, we set, I roll a Bakugan. Then turn 2, I would play Combo Battle and initiate the battle. Win or lose, hopefully win. Gate card is granted. My turn comes by again. I play a reclaim, and in an ideal situation, I would put my High Noid onto it, so it has a bad chance of winning, and then I get back my Combo Battle, and then before I roll again, I'll play my Combo Battle, initiating another 2v2, and then I sell Quadruple Battle, which sometimes I play it on my second turn, other times I save it for my third turn. I would set this card, and then usually I would send out Serpenoid first, because he's the strongest without getting a debuff, because if I send out Luminous, and I did some test rolling, and I have a better chance of spin rolling this guy, like this, because he does stand up and roll, but he goes off the gate cards more often than if I spin roll him, so I have to spin roll this guy onto a gate card. But even if I do that, then, well, 5, 490, 5, 490, 480, 470. I'll be at 460, so I would be like 10 stronger than my Serpenoid. So it's like V 50-50. Either I could be 10 higher than Serpenoid, or my High Noid could be tied with Serpenoid, or I send in all 3 if I get lucky enough. So yeah, premise, and like I said, for most of my decks, is to try getting a gate card like this to get back my vet ability card, and then trigger the multi-battles. When it comes to the vet ability cards, I tried using this one, and I kind of lost a bit more balance than using this one. Like, the heroes is still tied, but if we use Hydronoid Scream, it's kind of like a trade-off. I lose 10 in the Darkest Power, but I get 10 on the Ventus one. It would be a little bit better if it was for Chaos instead, because High Note is like my weakest link, and Luminous is my strongest. So I got this card like yesterday, and I did some battles with it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use this one from now on and see how it goes from there. That one's just there in case I need a little power boost, but 9 times out of 10, when it comes to these multi-powers, they basically just say, okay, you win the gate card. And in the off chance it doesn't, and I already used up the blue one, I use this one a bit more often, but it has to be relying on these two. If this one, then I'm kind of a bit screwed. But this one, I can cancel it out, because it says they get no attribute bonuses, so it's basically me. It'd basically be like, for example, like, let's say a Hynoid was versing this Dragonoid. Actually, that's a bad example because it's Pyrus. Yeah, let's say it's versing this Falconeer. It'll be at 600 because that's 300. This guy would be at 450. I would play this. I would cancel it out. Let's just say this is like a basic battle. Just ignore the gate card effect. Let's just say it's just like a 1v1. I could play Shadow Vortex, and I'll be stuck fighting it at base G power unless my opponents can play some ability cards to try bumping it up to either beat or tie it. But when it comes to ties, how it works is the person who's starting gate card first wins it, so they would have to be on this gate card first. I tried using this one a couple of times, but it ended up losing on me, so I kind of... Plus, you kind of have to know your opponent's deck if you really want to use solo wins, so... On my ability cards, for blue, I would pasteurize Hydronoid Scream. Red, because if you're trying to trigger multi-battles, I would stick with the combo. And to shut down, I say use Shadow Vortex, but you have to do it while you got a Serpenoid or a Luminous. And when I use this one, I would do my best to pair a combo battle. In case I am losing, I would just use this and cancel it out. Then it's basically a guaranteed win. Yeah. That's the whole premise of the deck. Is turn 1, I set up. Turn 2, for background. If I miss, it's not the end of the world, but whatever. Or I would set quadruple battle and send Serpenoid onto it. And that's when the fun starts for me, because I play combo battle. If I can, I cancel it out with Shadow Vortex. And then my blue ability cards are the cards that get used the least, because either I win or it won't make much of a difference, or in the times I did use it, 9 times out of 10, I would be winning, then they play something else, and then jump by at least 40 Gs. So then they would win the gate card. But yeah. That's basically my go-to Battle Brawlers deck. Like I said, when it comes to these are always used. 9 times out of 10 is Luminous. And yeah. And luckily when it comes to ability cards, I could print if I need something better, because it's just paper. But yeah. I hope you folks liked my first Legacy deck review. If you did, drop a thumbs up on the video. Drop a comment down below, and if you want, you could try commenting some of your favorite Legacy decks, and you could try commenting about a deck list. And if I have the cards, I may try them in a battle, and I may find some improvements, and I could actually help you guys tweak it. Of course, I don't have many. I mean, I do have a crap ton of cards, but probably none that are good. But yeah, and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I drop a new video. But until next time, toodles!